各位观众朋友，您好，欢迎收看《生活万花筒》，我是主持人赵和。相信生活在湾区的居民们跟我一样，如果上下班的时候呢，碰到严重的交通问题呢，真的是感到百般的困扰。那我们今天要跟您讨论一下，在这样的情况当中有什么样的解决方案。今天呢，也非常高兴邀请到了 Guardino 这个规划委员孙晓光先生来到我们节目当中，跟我们一起进行采访。您好，
主持人你好，观众朋友好，我是孙晓光。今天呢很荣幸呢能够来到电视台跟大家一块儿分享关于湾区的交通问题。那么今天呢我们请到了非常这个著名的湾区的领袖 Guardino 先生。那他在这个 Silicon Valley Leadership Group 里头做 CEO 已经做了10多年了。那在湾区呢跟这个400多家的高科技公司的 CEO 都是很好的朋友，他们共同呢去联合创造湾区的一些大家共同关心的事物和一些问题，去想办法去解决。那今天的主题呢，我们是给大家了解一下 Measure B 在这个今年的投票选举里头呢非常重要。那我们希望 Carl 能够跟我们一下分享一下这个他在 Measure B 是怎么 promote 怎么推进的。Carl 这个 Welcome to coming to the show TV show
to be here.
And you have been named the top 5 most influential community leader in the Silicon Valley. How you have been used your influence in the community event and affairs, especially this year's for the election 2016?
Well, I'm honored to be here, and hopefully we all use whatever small amount of influence we have to make our community a better place. My wife and I try to do that as a family, and I certainly try to do that through my professional life as CEO of the Silicon Valley Leadership Group. Through the leadership group, we try to do that by making our communities stronger for all of us. And one of the ways we do that is through policy on issues that impact all of us, whether we're CEOs in a boardroom or family members in a living room, like traffic and housing and education, which are so important to the future of this valley. The second way is, how do we help those who are not as blessed as we are? And that's why through our Silicon Valley Leadership Group Foundation, we started 12 years ago our Silicon Valley Turkey Trot that gives away nearly $1 million a year to Second Harvest Food Bank, the Housing Trust Silicon Valley, the Healthier Kids Initiative, and other ways that we can help families in need. So as we all try to do, how do we make a difference at home, in our communities, and in our lines of work?
但我觉得说他现在就用他现在的影响力啊，要来改变这个湾区的交通问题，或者是在教育问题各个方面来利用他的地位来带来一些改变。那我想问他说，在这样的情形当中，我们刚刚也提到说交通问题是一个非常大的问题。这次的大选当中呢，是 B 提案是最关心到我们的，影响到我们的生活哈，所以我来问问他这样子的问题好了。So Carl, you've been advocating Measure B for a while. Can you tell us briefly describe what it is and what are the pros and cons of Measure B?
Well, we heard a rumor that we have a traffic problem in Silicon Valley.
Oh, yes.
And if that rumor,
to say the least.
Yes. And if that rumor is true, we have to come to grips with the fact that no one in our state capital of Sacramento or in Washington, D.C., in our nation's capital, is going to come riding in on a white horse with bags full of money to solve the problem for us. In fact, those dollars are so few and far between that you almost never get state and federal transportation dollars unless you have a strong local match, that you're coming to the table with your wallet where your words are. And that's the premise of Measure B. Making sure that we have funds to meet our own regional traffic relief needs. So 3.5 years ago, hundreds of us came together, private and public sector citizens, with the professionals, traffic engineers, transportation planners from all 15 cities and towns, the county, Caltrain, etc., and said, what would it take to have meaningful traffic congestion relief throughout Santa Clara County and Silicon Valley? How do we make sure that we have cost-effective transit alternatives as well? And what do we do about the potholes that are getting bigger and bigger on our local streets and roads? Right. So with that as the 3 issues that we wanted to help improve, those who are expert in this area, public works directors, traffic engineers, said stop thinking like it's one solution. Think more like a jigsaw puzzle. where each piece is important in a jigsaw puzzle, but how that snaps into place with all the other pieces is what creates the full picture that we are trying to address. And so with that jigsaw puzzle in mind, there are 6 key component parts to Measure B that are going to lead to those 3 goals. Meaningful congestion relief, better transit alternatives, and better condition to our local streets and roads.
所以呢，他的意思就是说，如果说现在在这么交通堵塞的情况之下，他们3年多前呢就提案说要把一些专业人士综合起来哈，来做这样子的一个方案。那他说这个其实有6个不同的这个成分哈，能够把这样子的问题得到一个解决。那我不晓得您觉得在这一方面，具体这个6个方面到底是哪6个方面呢？
我觉得呢，观众朋友呢，可能大家都深深的感觉到这个湾区的交通的困扰情况。那么呢，同时呢，大家也不知道是什么样的这个解决方案。那么 Clara 呢提的方案呢，就是说我们不可能单一的一个解决方案解决所有的问题，而是要通过跟专家的联合，私人企业跟公有企业一起联合起来呢，去从6个不同的方面去解决问题，去思考问题。那么呢，我想呢，这个我们让这个 Carl 能够继续给我们解释一下6个方面是哪6个方面。Carl, we just want to get to know more detail about the 6 puzzle pieces. Which one is the most important, and how you address them to the voters?
Well, each piece of a jigsaw puzzle is equally important. The first, though, that I'll mention is to finish what we started, and that is finishing the job of bringing BART into Santa Clara County in Silicon Valley. As your listeners may know, that we started that job several years ago with a previous ballot measure, and that is leading to the first 10 miles of BART coming into Santa Clara County. That is actually a year ahead of schedule, $75 million under budget, and it's going to open for passenger service next fall of 2017. 10 miles in Santa Clara County with a station in Milpitas where it will have a platform-to-platform connection with the entire light rail system in Santa Clara County, and then in the North San Jose neighborhood of Berryessa. And why is BART important? BART today carries 440,000 weekday passenger trips, and 2 of every 3 people on BART own a car. They have a choice between being in their car or on a BART car. So whenever they make that choice, it leads to more traffic congestion relief for people throughout the region, as well as a reduction in pollution. This extension in Measure B will finish the job in bringing BART here with a final 6 miles, 4 stations, one in the heavily transit-dependent east side of San Jose known as Alum Rock, Five Wounds Church area. The second right across from my alma mater of San Jose State University, where we have 35,000 students, faculty, and staff each semester. The third is at the SAP Center where the Sharks play, where that will tie in that BART extension with Caltrain, Altamont Commuter Express, Capital Corridors, buses, express buses, shuttle buses, and light rail. And then finally, the 4th station is right across the street from Santa Clara University with 14,000 students, faculty, and staff. All told, that BART extension is another 90,000 weekday passenger trips, 2 of every 3 who got out of their cars and onto BART cars. So that's jigsaw puzzle piece number 1.
So Carl, basically there's 6 puzzles to this solution, and then you were saying that this first solution is to extend the BART from East Bay, the Fremont station, to San Jose via Fremont station, or via Santa Clara. So altogether there are 5 additional stops, yes.
You're correct. The BART extension currently underway is 10 miles, and that's what's opening next fall of 2017, $75 million under budget and a year ahead of schedule. What Measure B does is finishes the job, 6 more miles, 4 more stations that bring it through East San Jose, downtown San Jose, and on to Santa Clara University. The second piece of the jigsaw puzzle is to build on the electrification of Caltrain commuter rail service, which runs currently from Gilroy all the way to San Francisco. It will connect with that BART extension both in downtown San Jose by the SAP Arena and at Santa Clara University. By bringing those two systems together, we finally have rapid rail around the entire Bay Area. And Caltrain, like BART, is primarily people who own cars. So when we build Caltrain, and this allows us to nearly double the ridership, that means about 110,000 people a day on Caltrain and not on the freeway in front of you or me. The third part of the jigsaw puzzle is just our core values, that we can't leave senior citizens, people with disabilities, students, or people working hard but of low income behind, because they don't always have cars or are no longer allowed to use cars. And we're not going to leave them stranded at the curb. So the third part of the puzzle is to make sure that we have that lifeline transit service and core transit service that about 300,000 of our neighbors here in Santa Clara County depend upon to get around. The fourth piece of the jigsaw puzzle is one that affects many of us in the West Valley, whether we live in Cupertino like Don does, or in Montecito, Los Gatos area like I do, or Saratoga or Campbell. There's a highway there called 85. And while it was important to build 85, because our population has grown by 40% since Highway 85 was built, Highway 85 looks more like a parking lot than it does a highway.
It does.
But we reserve the center median, you've probably noticed, because it's dirt, for, quote, a future form of transit. It's time we determined what that future form of transit is and built it. And Highway 85 will build that future form of transit all the way from South San Jose, Highway 87, up to Mountain View, so that we can alleviate congestion in a cost-effective way with a viable transit alternative.
Good. How about the fifth?
Yeah, the next piece of the jigsaw puzzle is for those of us who believe we can get some people out of 4 wheels if we get them onto 2 wheels or 2 feet. And that's because the average car trip in Santa Clara County is less than 5 miles. 28 of every 100 car trips are less than 2 miles. Where I live in the Los Gatos Montecito area, in the morning, 1 of every 5 cars on our roads is mom or dad driving their children to school, a half a mile. If we could get some of those kids safely on 2 wheels instead of 4 wheels or 2 feet, we'd be alleviating congestion as well as helping them to have a healthier lifestyle. The next piece of the jigsaw puzzle is the fact that our county expressway system is used by each of us who live and work here almost every single day. 1 of every 2 people who call Santa Clara County home drive on one of those expressways on a daily basis. And you know what they are: Almaden, Capitol, Central, Foothill, San Tomas, Lawrence, Page Mill, Oregon, and in South County, Santa Teresa and Hale. We are going to improve those expressways so that they're truly expressways again instead of parking lots in their own right. The next piece of the jigsaw puzzle are our highways, and there are 8 highways that serve Santa Clara County: 85, 101, 237, 17, 87, 280, 680, 880, and 237. What we're not going to do is what LA tried to do, which was add 5, 6, 8 lanes in each direction and then wonder why we still have traffic congestion. Instead, we're going to have a Silicon Valley solution of what will actually help alleviate congestion on those 8 highways. Because if you've noticed, a lot of the congestion happens at the interchanges. Drive 101 to Shoreline and see what happens, or 101 Ringstorff, or Charleston, or 101 Old Oakland Road, or Mayberry, or try to go to Santana Row at 280 in Winchester, or 280 Page Mill, 17 at Camden, or San Tomas, or Highway 9. A lot of our congestion is when people are exiting or trying to enter the freeways. So 24 key intersection improvements on those 8 highways, as well as auxiliary lanes so that people, when they stop near an interchange, aren't on the freeway, but off onto an auxiliary lane so that the rest of traffic can keep moving. The final piece of the jigsaw puzzle is the crumbling conditions of our local streets and roads, and we've all noticed it. And those potholes are more than just an inconvenience, they can be dangerous. And whether we're on 2 wheels, or 2 feet, or a car, or a carpool, or a bus, an express bus, or a shuttle bus, almost every form of transportation we take, other than fixed rail transit, depends on a good road system. So nearly 1 of every $5 in Measure B is solely to fix the crumbling conditions of our local streets and roads.
I see.
Altogether, it's a jigsaw puzzle where every piece is important in its own right, but how it fits in together through Measure B leads to 3 goals that we all share. We want to have more time with our families, so we don't want to be stuck, stalled in traffic so much. That's 1. The second, of course, is we want to have cost-effective, viable transit alternatives. And then finally, we want to fix the condition of our local streets and roads.
Of course, there's going to be the sales tax increase.
Yes, because we know in Silicon Valley, whether we're working on a family budget or a business budget, that if we're going to improve something, we actually have to pay for it. We all know that. What we call for is a 1/2 of 1 penny sales tax. What does that equate to? If the 3 of us are going to go out to Starbucks after the show, we are going to each have a coffee, and that'll cost us about $15. That would be about 7 cents more. Now, what is not subject to sales tax in California? As a family, our most expensive item is our home, where we live. Housing is not subject to sales tax in California. The second most expensive item for most of us is groceries, food. That's not subject to the sales tax in California. The third most expensive item for people like me as I age is health care. That's not subject to the sales tax in California either. Sales tax is for non-essential spending, not essential spending.
So this Measure B is a very comprehensive plan that covers all the freeways in Silicon Valley and taking care of all population, including the elderly, the disabled, and in I guess the least possible expensive way, instead of increasing lanes that didn't work before. Yeah.
Yes, again, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. We have to make sure that we have viable transit alternatives by extending BART and expanding Caltrain and linking them together. We need to make sure that seniors and the disabled and students and the working poor still have the lifeline and core transit service that they need. We need to fix that corridor on Highway 85 with a viable form of transit. But we also need to make sure those of us who are still in our cars, or at least on occasion, have better experiences on our highways and expressways, that we clean up the crumbling conditions of our local streets and roads, and where viable, that we can get people out of 4 wheels and onto 2 wheels.
Great. Thank you so much for explaining for us. To
Thank
Carl.
you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to explain some more in Chinese. Thank you so much for coming today.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
刚才呢，非常高兴啊 ，Carl 也能够有机会为我们解释这个 B 提案啊。那到您觉得说，像这个 B 提案啊，他刚刚解释的，你觉得这个行得通吗？它这不同的解决方式？
对于我来说，我当然觉得是行得通的了，因为对于湾区的这个大家这个生活在湾区哈。每天日益感到交通的这个拥挤，那生活的不论是在哪个城市，你都会感到这种 frustration。
对呀。
那么如果是今年的选举里头有这么一个提案，而且是 very comprehensive 的，刚才他解释了一共6个 puzzle， 实际上从 BART Highway， 然后到这个 Caltrain， 然后到自行车到步行，所有东西都搁在一起来解决的时候，我觉得这是一个非常好的提案。那么呢，我也希望呢，我们这个中国人呢，这个在投票的时候呢，不仅仅去看自己的选举人，然后呢，同时呢，也要看一些其他的这些 measurement， 包括 Measure B。Measure B 对我们的生活呢，可能影响是最重要的。如果 Measure B 不通过的话，那我们还会继续 suffer 很多年的这个交通的拥挤。那我觉得就是对于我们如果是有行使投票权的这种义务的话， 最好大家能够去投这个麦舍币。那它这个不好的地方呢，也许呢很多人会从金钱的角度说，哦，我们又去涨税了。
是啊。
但是呢，因为整个美国的交通系统呢是靠我们大家去分摊去把它解决的。如果你觉得你 chip in 这个7分钱，这个或者是5分钱或者1毛钱能够解决你的生活的这个交通问题的话，何乐而不为呢？我觉得呢，对我们大家来说，这个销售税增加这个5分钱、1毛钱的话，不是一个很大的负担，但是呢，却能使我们整个的这个 Bay Area 的这个交通拥挤状况能够 relief 很多。再一个呢，就是说，还有一些人呢，他们可能会觉得，哎，这种分配。这个资金的分配可能对生活在某一个区、某一个城市的这个分布不太均衡。你比如说，我们生活在库珀蒂诺的人呢，就是说，哦，我们也希望 Caltrain 或者也希望 Bart 能够到我们库珀蒂诺来，或者到塞尔托格来。但是现在没有这种方案，那我们就希望在85号上能够开辟一个新的快速捷运系统，能够公共交通去把这些问题解决了。那这个在 Measure B 里头也已经提到了，这是 Puzzle 3。那我觉得。是应该这个我们应该支持的。
对，其实我觉得说，像我在亚洲生活过，我相信我们观众朋友很多人在亚洲生活过，很大一部分呢是要我们自己的配合。就好比说要使用公共交通，我本来以前方便的可以开车，现在我反而要去搭 BART。以前他刚刚也提说，有些父母啊不需要送小孩子上下学下学，而是就是说让孩子们可以开始用自行车，这样子的也比较健康哈。可是这样子，有些家长可能说，我还是不放心，小孩子现在车子那么多，在路上开脚踏车哈，还是会有一定的危险。所以在这个配合方面呢，也是就要有一个要大众要能够适应的方式的这个方向哈。
对，实际上呢，这个我们生活中遇到的所有的这个困难和问题呢，都是有一个全民意识和公民意识的这个参与和觉醒的一个过程。那交通问题呢，是一个非常非常典型的，就是说。除了我们各个市政府、各个这个学区，然后同时呢，家长呢也能够去配合。
对，
因为当这个对所有人都有好处的时候呢，每一个人稍微努一点点力，只要是最后1 mile 的那个努力，就可以使整体的这个效果变得这个更好，而这种公共的这个外溢的这种负的效应呢，就会减少很多。那目前来说呢 ，Measure B 呢是从外围从这个给我们增加多一些选择和交通的选择，去用资金呢去做一些这个补救。但是另外一方面呢，我们展望未来的这个技术和这个大家的这个公民意识和这个自觉的去帮助这个社区去减轻一些负担的时候，这里头还有很多事情我们可以去做的。而且我相信，这个华裔的这个同胞呢也会一块参与到这种过程中来。
其实呢，刚刚在节目开始之前啊，我问了 Carl， 如果说 B 提案没有通过的话，那他有什么样解决方式？你猜他怎么说呢？其实没有其他的解决方案了。所以在这种情况之下的话，好像现在目前是唯一能够有做一些稍稍的改善的举动，不然的话没有任何，就说除非说我们这边的居民突然间减少，那看起来好像也没有这样的现象。不然的话就没办法。
理论上来说呢，就是每一个提案在这个推动者跟这个阻力之间呢，都会有一种博弈的这种关系。因为什么呢？大家没有人愿意去涨税，但是呢，去涨税的目的是为了解决这公共交通问题。关键是涨多少。那假设说是我们只涨5分钱和1毛钱这个区间的时候呢，对湾区的大部分民众来说呢，大家是可负担的。所以呢，在这一点上呢，我支持 Measure B。至于 Measure B 假设不能过的话，我认为呢，就是说，也许呢，现在的立法委员或者 community leader 呢，他们还会继续推出一些其他的方案来。那这些其他方案呢，也许呢，仅仅是集中在 Parcel 的1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5，任何一个方面，只要集中努力去呢，都有可能去产生一些影响。但是不如像今天，我们如果把 Measure B 通过了以后，可以一揽子去解决一个很长期的这个交通拥挤的问题。
我想今天呢，这个投票者哈，他会有另外一个问题，就是我今天我赞成这样子的方案，我也希望支持，可是呢，我不知道我今天开始付税以后，我会不会享受到这样子的福利？就是说，这个道路要什么时候才建好，线要什么时候画好？我会不会说要等到5年、10年，等到我不住在这边的时候才发生？哈，这是我想很多人会有这样子的问题。
通常呢，就是我们每一个投票的人呢，这个想问题的时候呢，首先不应该，我自己认为不应该只想我住在这儿1年或者2年，而是整个想一下，就是说我们住在这里头，作为一个基本居民的一个义务，同时呢，也会去替一下我们周围的朋友、我们的邻居以及我们的孩子。假设他们愿意把这里当成他们自己的家的时候，他们会有一个什么样的想法，而不是说我5年、10年以后我就搬家了。其实呢，5年、10年搬家以后呢，这些问题呢，如果不通过，它依然不能解决，不能解决也会影响别人。那作为一个纳税人来说呢，我们去把这个钱或者是这个5分钱、1毛钱 chip 出去的时候呢，本身这种心情呢，应该是这个很愉快的。而且我不认为这个时间呢会拖那么久，因为这个麦舍币呢一旦通过以后呢，立刻就会进入到这个政府的 budget 里头，然后马上就可以去做一些测量和开工，所有的这个6个 parcel 都会同时可以进行。那我们还会在比较这个可预见的这个短期内就会看到很多实际效果的。
我想很多投票者呢也会想知道说，我今天这个税增加以后，这100%呢都会用在这个实际的用途上，还是会用到一些我不希望看到的事情上，比方说就在行政、销售这个消费方面就是完全不是在建设性的一个开销上。所以您在这个上面有什么样的看法呢？
这个通常的这个整个的立法过程中呢，在这个分配资金上呢，就是说我们可以去仔细看一下 measure B 就是说它在资金的使用上的%是多少，有多少是用于实际交通的。那么我自己个人记得呢，6个 parcel 它在这个资金分配上呢比例不是很一样。比如 parcel D，就 parcel 6，它是去 fix 现有的公路的一些 puddle， 就是一些坑坑洼洼去修理。那这里头的钱呢，基本上就是说跟这个各个市的市政府的这个utility department 去 work， 那这一部分钱呢会比较小。同时呢，你很难看到这个它里头会像有人员分配或者是我们不希望看到的这些分配这些东西呢是一个比较难以去非常精确的衡量。你比如说是通常的这个 budget， 你会有10% 的或者15% 的这种管理费，这种是很正常的，我觉得就是说，如果是整体上这个3个亿的资金去 approve 了，那这个总体上我们能够看到交通的改善。个别的这个浪费在公共工程上，我认为这是尽可能避免，但是呢，不太可能100%的做到。
是，好啊。那现在在这样的情况之下，我们就希望说 BTI 能够顺利的通过，因为现在的交通问题实在是太严重了。那非常感谢您为我们这样子做的解释。我相信呢，这样子在下次我们在这个下次投票之前呢，我们这次投票之前呢，心里就有更多的概念更多的认识。谢谢您参加我们节目，谢谢跟我们一起这样采访。
谢谢观众朋友。
好的，感谢观众朋友收看今天的节目，祝你有个愉快的一周。我们下周同一时间再见。